Okay, so good evening, everybody,
Good
to the
evening.
final Area 1F meeting for the fiscal year 23-24. Hello, BP Mark. So, what we're gonna do today, let me just go over things here before I forget. We all know where we are. We are this area from Washington, D.C. to Maine, so I'm not gonna go over the same thing that we always discussed. Um, these were our area goals. Hopefully, we will meet all those goals, some of those goals, I'm sorry. But as of right now, you're gonna see in a minute, we are doing great. We're doing better than expected, and we need to continue that. And we're gonna discuss that now in a few. So these are our numbers right now. As you see, we started the year with 39,695. That's 3,906.95 members. As of right now, we are plus 265. So as you can see, what we have been doing is working. I was mentioning the other meeting that we were in that on January 1st, we were minus 329 members. So
Wow.
the hard work that we have done in this area have paid off. We need to continue to work. As of right now, and again, let me go back to my numbers really quick here. We are bringing new members. We are 143% out of our goal for the year in new members. Our goal that the district governors inputted into the system were 2,700 members. We are right now at 33,899 new members, which is amazing. Our issue again is retention. We have lost too many members. And that is something that we have worked hard in this area, reaching out to people that have dropped, etc. And that's, for me, that's the reason that we are plus right now, the retention piece that we have been working on. And talking on retention, just before this meeting, I sent an email to all the district governors, first 5 district governors, and also the council chairs regarding this list. This is the list of clubs that are in status quo. Clubs that I mark in that orangey reddish color are clubs that might be closing down because you see the membership. And some of those we are for sure know that have closed down already. Some of those will be closing down, and some of those we have been trying to reorganize, but the task has been a little tough. So please, if you are part of any of these districts, and again, this list was sent already to district governors, council chairs, and first vice district governor. We need your help in order to bring those club back to active status. We're talking about 275 members on those clubs. We cannot take that chance. We cannot take that chance to lose all those members because we need to finish up the year strong. As you all know, we are in the June syndrome month. June syndrome means that this is when clubs start dropping members, sometimes without any reason or sometimes without asking the members why they haven't been attending meetings, why they haven't been paying dues. They just drop it without reaching out to the members. So something that we need to continue working on is that we need to reach out to those members that have been missing from our meetings, that have not paid their dues, and see what's going on. There might be an issue that we might be able to help. So again, try to reach out to those clubs. We need to make sure we finish the year strong. And then, before I continue to the Lions portal, any questions about our financial suspension clubs or anything else before we move on in the area? Don, any comments?
No, other than if you own one of these clubs, definitely give them a call, and follow up. Some of them are quite small. You see one, two, three. So, there's a good chance that, they're kind of lost, but you never know. As we were talking out in the earlier meeting, we did have that push to do calls. We got like 20% of the people back. Same thing we need to do here is just contact those clubs and just let them know. but contact them on a positive note, not like you're a leg breaker, you're going to come break down their doors to get their dues, but just say, can we help you? We see you're struggling. Can we help you? How can we do that?
Yes,
So
and it is very important that we reach out to those clubs. An email is great, it's easier, but some clubs need that phone call. Some clubs need that we reach out to them because some of them probably not even know that they're in financial suspension. So us as leadership in our clubs, our district, and our multiple district needs to also, even if it's not your own club, but it's a club within your district, try to find out who's in that club, or reach out to leadership and make sure that we reach back to those clubs and see what's going on, how we can get those back.
I think just to add one more thing in, as you're planning your training for the year and your club officer training, your secretary and treasurer training, make sure that you include just a little blurb on where do you find those bills? When will they be there?
Mhm.
When are they due? Just so they know. I know that it's taught in the treasurer's class. Um, you have to pay your bills and it's twice a year and whatever, but be a little more specific about what is that date and where do they find them and how can they reach out for help with them. So as much information and communication as we can give them, the better. And it's something we probably can include in our GAT session as well, show where exactly you find those.
Correct. Any questions? Incoming district governors, current district governors, members? Okay. So let's talk about really briefly, because again, we will have a very full and hands-on training about the Lions portal sometime in the summer. That is one of my priorities for this summer. But today I just wanted it, we just received this presentation just 2 hours ago. So I will be going through it with you. But it's just very, when I check really quick was already a lot of good information that you should all know. And it's basically where you can find the reports that we were so accustomed to find in my LCI, but now we cannot find on the Lions portal. So this is what we're going to be quickly talking about. Please stop me if you have a question, because I tend to talk too much and Dominican, so we just talk, talk, talk. And unless you stop me, I'm going to continue talking. So the easiest way to find out information in the Lions portal using the universal search. That's the fastest way to navigate to your district, your club, a member, etc. And this is when we talk about the universal search, is this bar that you see here on top, on your right top corner. The universal search will be your new best friend. It like Google to search in data within the Lions portal. It allows you to quickly get where you want to be. And just by typing the name of the club member, the club zone, region, etc., and the multiple district, you can find the information. For single district, if your single district is a number and then letters, make sure when you type the number, space, and then the letter, for example, my district is 16N. So just to find quick information, I type 16 space N and it will pop up. If you put the numbers together, it pop up, but it gives you also other options. So that's the easiest way to do it. And while entering the search text, you do not see what you're looking for, simply hit enter, and you will see a list that will send you all the matches that approximate to what you put in. Again, it's similar to Google. Let's say you want to find the Passaic Clifton Lions Club. That's my club. So let's say you put Passaic on the search and you don't see it popping up. When you click enter or you click the blue button says search, anything that have the Passaic name on anywhere in the name will pop up. And you should be able to find what you're looking for there. Again, you will be brought directly into the selection of the club, the district, the multiple district, the GAT group area, or the constitutional area when you put that information. So you will click into what you're looking for. Again, for example, the District 16N, and it will give you this window that you see here for you, that district leadership. For clubs, it's gonna be we will give you the club, and if you have access, you will have access to those reports that we're gonna be talking about now. So we're gonna be talking about where to locate those My LCI reports in the Lions portal with a cross-reference and they reported by level. For example, each level, club, district, multiple district, that was a drop down menu on My LCI. This is what you will see now. When you go to the navigate to the level, in the example, we talk about multiple district 316, you will see all the reports that you have access to. If you type in multiple district 316 on the search bar, you will get that district pop up. You click on the district, you get the first landing page for that district. If you click on that blue button here on the bottom, I'm sorry, I have my other screen here with the actual PowerPoint for me to show you. I don't see my light working. Okay, let me see. Here we go. So if you see here, if you have access, if you are GMT, you're gonna have different reports. If you are GLT, LCIF coordinator, you will have different reports available to you here. So when you go there, this is the reports that you have access to, and you should be able to find it there. And I will send a copy of this presentation to all of you so you can have it. So depending on the access that you have, you will have the reports available to you. Reports can be downloaded either. If you leave it as it is, you get a PDF document. There is a very small issue with the PDF document that I'm going to show you on the next slide, but so you to know. But you can also download Excel file, which is great for some type of documents. And so if you want the Excel file, you need to check mark over here and then hit submit. For example, we're talking here about you as district governor, by first for district governor, second by district governor, something that we did just mention about accounts balances for your district. This is the report that we are looking at here on this sample. So for example, when you leave it as it is, and you don't click the Excel file, you get the PDF file. The issue that we are having currently and they're working on is that it comes too small. In order for you to be able to see the actual report, you have to download it, which is this arrow down here, or print it out. If you don't need to print it out, don't print it out. Say the environment, remember? Environment, one of our global causes. But download it to your computer. You can open it up big and just look at the information that way. This report, I love to download it in an Excel sheet because then I can play around and just custom made it the way that I send it to you. So this is the report that I send you as an area. So this is one of the reports, and all the reports are gonna come in that format, those two formats. Let me just move out of here. So what reports are available at the club level? Club achievement, that's the report that gives you information of club, when the club was chartered, how many awards the clubs have had, etc. Attendance of the club, the monthly reporting history. Just remember that now with the new Lions portal, you do not have to do the WMMR anymore. All that information is updated just when you have any membership changes. You don't have to go back every end of the month and click no changes. If it is not changed automatically, it will be notified to LCI, so no need to do anything like that anymore. You will find the club officer report for the current year and also future year, the roster, membership data. If you want to see how the members have been, the list of them of each member and the year of service, etc. The district officer contact list, family unit report, next year membership officers, membership information update report, which give you all the changes that have been done to clubs members information, and also a monthly membership report. What type of changes have happened within your club month by month. District level, depending again on your title, you get all the club officers for the current year and the next year. Club roster, you have access to all club rosters in your district. Cancel club, new charter club, which is important if we want to follow up and see how we do with the new clubs. Status quo clubs, which that's what I showed you earlier today. And those are the clubs that we need to really pay attention and work on. Account balances, again, we need to make sure we don't let those clubs go into financial suspension. Deceased member, district goals, district coordinator goals, etc. And you see all the reports here. Again, I'm gonna be sending you all. I'm not gonna read them all, but all the reports that you used to have in my LCI are available on Lions Portal. We are working to get the data download back into the system. We were told that hopefully sometime in the summer, it will be available again to some extent. So please hold on that. I know a lot of people have been asking about data download because that's a great tool when we need to do directories now. But again, it should be available at some sort sometime during the summer. Multiple district, again, I'm not gonna read all the access that you have, but most of the reports that you had in my LCI are available also. A very neat function that we have also in the Lions portal is the ability for you to see reports on membership, donations, service hours as a whole. That's using the insight capability of our new Lions portal. We had it before in my LCI, but we're in 3 different places. Now you have everything in one place. So previously you might have used a separate URL with a different username and password to access those other reports. Now everything is on the single sign-on when you sign into your Lions portal account. So again, on the top here, this is your main menu, your main page. You need information about yourself, is my membership. Information about your club is my club. But then if you go to reports and insight, one of the reports that you're gonna use the most is the first one here, the Insight Dashboard. The Insight Dashboard, and that's what we're gonna show you now. It will give you information about the overview of our organization as a whole, membership information, service activity, donation, and also club performance. You as a leader in your areas and your district and your multiple districts should be looking at this dashboard constantly. Because it give you a clear picture of what's going on within your district, within your multiple district, and etc. So the insight, for example, here, the district goals dashboard is displayed here. What is it? I'm sorry. Okay, wait a minute. This went too far out. This is okay. This is the global dashboard. I'm sorry. This is the district goal dashboard. This is if you saw on the menu here. We got the dashboard, the main dashboard, and this is the inside dashboard for district goals. And what this district goals dashboard shows you each DGE, district governor-elect right now, and we are up to 70% of those, have to input their goals for next year. This dashboard take those numbers that have been inputted by your district governor-elect and give you up to the minute information on how your district is performing towards those goals. It tells you about membership net gain. You have to submit numbers to LCI to tell you how you believe you're gonna perform this year, new members, new clubs. You have to submit a percentage of how you want, what percentage of your club you're gonna make sure there's the report service. So it gives you that information here, training, etc. So it's a quick overview of everything that's happening in your district in regards of the district goals that you have put in the system. So as you can see, those numbers that you submit to LCI, they just do not go into a cabinet and stay locked. We put into use. We give you all the tools available for you to see how you're performing and to make you give you all the tools to make you successful. So you need to make sure you also check that dashboard. And again, if you don't know how to find it, let us know. We will help you out as much as we can. Okay, what else? Oh, the third one is insight. And I'm sorry, learn. And learn is basically all the trainings that are happening in your district, in your area, in your multiple district. Very important. If you don't input that information, we will not know. So your GLT district governor need to input all the trainings, local trainings happening within your district for us to know. And that is the new My Lion portal in a nutshell. Again, I will be sending you a presentation on that. I have another presentation that I want to merge and just create a very quick guide for you guys to find those reports. But the resource that you might use the most is us. If you have any questions, let us know. Just don't get frustrated and don't get the information you need. Just email us and we will be able to figure it out. And if we can't figure it out, we will reach out to LCI and get the answers for you. That's what we're here for. We're here to support you and give you all the resources needed. Just a quick sample. A couple of weeks ago, MD20 was in the middle of the convention, state convention, and they needed the list that we got for delegates. We were not be able to find out. I got a call from ID Anthony Paradiso, and within a couple of hours, we had the report done for them because, again, we figured it out. We couldn't get it, but we reached out to LCI and we were able to get it for them. So if we don't know what you need, we can help you. And any issues that you have, let us know because that's the only way also for LCI to see what Lions are looking for, what are the needs of the Lions to make sure we get the system better and more user-friendly for all of you. Questions?
Keep in mind that this is not a finished product. It's constantly evolving. There will be putting back the ability to add pictures to service projects and service reporting, for instance, and some of the other features that we use so often. I'm not sure where they are. I believe there's going to be an ability to copy like they had before when you put in service
to have templates, yes,
create templates so that you can copy service so you don't have to add it new every month, which is a frustration some people. But like Winston said, if you're having an issue and enough people are having that issue, it's more quickly addressed. So definitely speak out because you might not be the only one with that issue or that need.
And we all have different needs. We all use the system very differently. So what I use, I might have a shortcut to do it, but you might not know how to get it. So unless we know what's going on, unless LCI know what is going on, they won't be able to make it work and again, make it more user-friendly for everyone. You have a question, email LCI, go to support, submit a ticket for support. Because that's the only way that we're gonna make this system better for everybody, make it stronger, and hopefully by this time next year, we're all gonna be clapping and dancing because the Lions portal is amazing and we find everything that we need and we have everything available to us. We don't gonna go and losing more hair like I'm losing
So
right
there's
now.
a question in the chat, Winston, from Greg from 44. And he's the current CST for his district. How can I add officer chairpersons for next year? When I go to add, I can only add this year. I know I can't add DG, VDG, but the other roles.
Yeah, for districts, the DGEs are the ones who are able to add officers for next year. Nobody else. I was told about that. And remember, the DGEs need to submit, the district needs to submit the form for the district governor-elect to LCI in order for them to be inputted a district governor-elect in the system. and then they should be able to get access to start inputting their officers. And then, after you are, for example, after you are, let's say, putting as a cabinet secretary or district administrator for next year, then that person with that access should be able to add officers for next year. The officers for this year cannot add officers for next year.
Right.
Yep. Any other questions?
There's a question, how do we get into update club information?
If you have the right access, again, you go to the search bar, input the name of that club, and depending on what type of information are you looking to update, you should be able to update that information. You got a menu on the side. It should tell you manage club information. And let me see if I can just really quick, hold on, let me stop here. And let me see if I can really quick show you guys here, if I found my line somewhere here.
And keep in mind, every role has a different starting page, and every role might have a slightly different path to get to the same information.
Yes.
Which is both beneficial and frustrating. So keep in mind, the way one person finds the information might be slightly different than the way you can. But there's far more access to far more information on this portal. It's there.
Okay, so for example, this is mine. So I'm gonna look for my club just to show you here. So see, for example, I put on, everybody seeing my screen? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so you see I put the first letters on my club, Passaic Clifton. So you see here, Passaic Clifton here. I click on the name of the club and it should bring me up to my club information. I am the club administrator for my club, so I get these menu options here. And you see here, I get manage club members, manage club officers, delegate, club officers, view club officers also. If I need to change any information in my club, you see here, it give me the option to change. I don't want to change that, but it gave me the option to change. Wait a minute. What is it now? I'm sorry. Okay, what is it? Club actions. Here we go. So you see here, it give me it edit club details. So if I click edit club details, it's gonna give me an option here to just change what type of club is it, our website, where do we meet, etc. Depending on what information you need to save. I can see reports. I can create club branch. I can create a new club application is needed. I can get my membership cards for my members here in my club. I lose all of you guys. Here you go. So you get all the information that you need right there. Again, you're gonna have to probably play around a little bit more. We're still playing around. We're all still playing around. Every day I'm coming to the Lions portal, I found something new that I didn't know yesterday because I'm just trying to figure it out things and looking into that. But as you can see, all of that is there. You can see all your sponsor members, which is a great feature now. If you click person member, you see how many members each person have. The sponsor clubs. When you go to your membership, you see your sponsor members. But this is what we have sponsor in my club, for example, a club and 2 Leo clubs. You see that. You see club officers also here listed. So the information is there. You might need to do a couple more clicks and learn the way around, but all the information and more is there available. Any other questions?
There's a question, can the GGE enter the New Year officers for all clubs in the district?
The who? I'm sorry?
The DGE enter the New Year officers for all clubs in the district.
Oh, for the clubs?
Clubs, no.
I'm not sure about that. I will not tell you yes or no because I don't have the answer for that. I can find out and let you guys know.
They couldn't on the old system, but that doesn't mean that they can't now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't want to say yes or no. I know that the only person that was allowed was the district administrator to do it before. I just want to make sure that that's still correct.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We have a few more slides to go on. We are done. What else? My slide. Okay, here we go. So, okay. So I lost my presentation right here. Okay, so what is coming on for next year? For next year, so we got some goals that we would like to accomplish, not only membership goals, also administrative goals that we need to accomplish. We need the district to help us out and inform us about their planned training sessions, district meetings, and events in advance. Why? Because we would like to plan. We would like to visit your districts. We would like to get area-wide trainings together. But until we get that information, we won't be able to do it. We want to be able to give everyone the information, the opportunity to participate on those. But when then we have things crashing at the same time, it makes us difficult. So again, we will be sending more information about that soon, probably a Google form so you can just go in, input the activities and event, and we can get a copy so we can plug it in into our area-wide calendar that we have in our website. So we all know what's going on within the area. Again, we have a calendar, but we want to make a better calendar for the area and keep it up to date. So by the end of July 2024, hopefully we will have as much information as we need to get that calendar up and running and make sure that everybody's on the same page when we need to schedule trainings area-wide, etc. And again, reduce the drop, increase retention. That's what we need to do in order for us to be successful. We need to increase that retention rate. Um, that's I don't know how many times I put retention in my presentations everywhere, because for me that's the key. We need to keep the members that we have. We need to keep those members. It's great to have new people, but if we're losing what we have, it's gonna be tough to continue growing. Some updates on LCI. LCI have approved a training, in-person training for GMTs, GETs, multiple district GMTs. Tentatively for our area will be August 2nd to the 4th in the Chicago area. It is not 100% confirmed yet, but that's the tentative date. Officers will be getting emails soon. District governors should be on the lookout for that also. And just remember, district governors elect, that the GETs are required position now in the structure of the GAT and need to be appointed starting this year, 2024, 2025. Any questions about that? Seeing none, just remember all the resources that you need there. This is our website for our area, gat.arearesources.lionwinster.com. You will find most of the things. You will find our dashboard for our area there also. So please use that information. It's updated constantly, so you don't have to go to many different places to find that information. And without that, we are done with the PowerPoint. So I can close the PowerPoint presentation and we are good to go with questions and answers and everything else that we would like to do. So now is the open mic. I'm gonna give the first chance to say something to VP Mark if he wants to, and then we can roll with it.
Do I want to? Wow. Always like a chance to chat. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Winster and Dawn, for the regular meetings that you have. I haven't had a chance to attend many, but I do appreciate what you're doing. We had today, if you did not know, was Worldwide Reporting Day. So we had our constitutional area leader, Past International Director Pat Vanette from North Dakota, standing up in front of all the executive officers, virtually, of course, talking about what's going on across the U.S. And we have some really good numbers to share and some really, really nice success stories. And we have some work to be done. Winster and Dawn have shared with you where things are headed right now. And we are in a good place in this particular part of the country. But again, there are three, and I think Dawn pointed them out during the prior call, that there are three areas that need a focus right away, and it happens to be Lyon-Winster, Lyon-Dons, and my district, multiple districts. We need to address those areas in a big way as soon as possible. We have a big goal set for it. I should say, we had a big goal set for the United States for this calendar year. Mission 1.5 gave us a target goal of setting up 262 new clubs in Constitutional Area 1. At the end of this Lions year, June 30th, we will be very close to 100 clubs in Constitutional Area 1. Is that great? It's pretty good. We have really seen a culture shift, a change in the way we look at things across the U.S. to the positive. We're seeing clubs and districts looking at things differently now than they have in many years, and that's all positive. Because as I've told people as we travel around the country, in order to perform more service, we need more Lions to do that. So it's a service-driven membership initiative, if I can put it that way. So we need to look at some things a little differently. And next year we are not off the hook, and we have not talked about this individually, but the U.S. Constitutional Area 1 is being held to the task and feet held to the fire, not only to make up the difference that we did not achieve in this Lions year, so about 160 clubs, but an additional 250, 270 plus clubs that we're being targeted for next year. We're being piled on, and that's the way it works all around the world. If you don't meet your target goals, you got to be working that much harder. Now, we also know that this year, Mission 1.5 was thrown at our Lions and especially our district governors right at convention, and it was a big deal because it's a huge initiative with lots to learn, lots of resources to get used to. But we have a year under our belts, and the trajectory that we're seeing is extremely positive. And the Lions in our part of the country, in Area 1F, are in a unique position because if you look at the demographic of our districts and our multiple districts, we have clubs in nearly every town. So we're not looking at the traditional club model anymore. We need to look at specialty clubs, clubs that are special interest, partnering with organizations that are already established in our communities that would like to get involved with Lions as a support for leadership development training and things like that. So we have to think outside the box, as past President Brian always said, and look at new opportunities to grow, because we have a lot more work to do going forward. And that means that we need to dig a little deeper into our organization as well. I think we all know Lions in our respective districts that have proven the ability to increase membership by asking people to join. And if they're not on our teams for Mission 1.5, we need to engage them. They've demonstrated success either through individual membership growth or the establishment of clubs. And we need to have them on our team. And we need to continue to look for new people that have that skill set, that talent that we all need to help us to grow. And we need to look across our district borders and our state borders and help each other out as we go forward. Lion Dawn mentioned earlier that we have the New England Lions Council has been around for over 50 years now, I believe. Hillary can nod if he agrees to that, about 50 years. But that doesn't mean that the Lions of New England can't extend an offer of service to the Lions of New Jersey to help and share some best practices so that we can all succeed. And the Lions in the DC and Maryland and Delaware area can reach north and share their successes with clubs north of the border as well. So what I want to say is we are all in this together. We've got a great team to do this. We have a big task ahead of us, but we're going to do it. I have every confidence that Constitutional Area 1 and District 1F is going to shine in the coming years, and we're going to prove to the world that we understand the importance of membership so that we can provide even more service. So I'm going to get off my soapbox and thank you all for your time, and let's have a good discussion.
Thank you, VP Mark. And just to put something also in perspective, I don't know what I'm saying now, but don't think that we are asking you things that we are not doing. we are also as leadership being given not guidelines, but also goals to reach. If I'm asking you to bring a new member, I'm expecting myself to bring a new member too, at least one. I'm not asking you to do things that I will not do myself. Just imagine we have 39,000 members in this area. Imagine just each one of us bring one new member, just one. What would that be? Would that be over 70,000 members here? When I was district governor, I have 47 clubs in my district back in 2013, 2014. And my goal was, and that was something that I show everybody, I said, I just need one new member per club. That's it. That was my goal. I didn't ask for 10, 20, one new member. I remember back in the day. And that year, we end up the year, we have had historically being minus 100, an average 120 something for the past 5 years. That year, we end up the year plus 41. Just asking people, one new member. We have one new club that year, members in almost every single club. Just asking. Ask your friends. Put the goals for each club to reach something that they can obtain, something that they can reach. Don't give them goals that they see too difficult to do, because what that's gonna do to them is they see it hard to get, they're not gonna do anything. But you give them simple goals that they're seeing reachable, you'll see that they will excel and give you more of what you're asking for. So you have to put just very simple, give simple goals to your clubs, simple goals to your leadership, because again, we need to lead by example. Tell each one of your incoming cabinet, bring a member. Each of your clubs, bring one member, and you'll see how that will impact all your district. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself now. Anybody else? Any comments? It's open discussions right now. Anybody? The mic is yours now. Please, you have any questions, any comments? Now is your time. Don't be shy. You have a lot of resources here. You have EP Mark here. You got Hillary here. Don. You have a lot of resources for this area right now.
So we're doing pretty good with DG goals getting in. We're only 12
Yes.
DGs left.
Yep.
Keep them coming. Couple more added today because I had to double check before I just
Yes.
counted those.
Yeah,
We're doing,
that they're
get 'em
doing
in.
really good.
12.
And something for my district governor-elects, something about district goals. Remember, there are district goals. They need to be shared with your district, not just keep it on a folder in your office, because how do you expect your clubs and your leadership to know what you want them to do during your year if they don't know about it? Send it out to all your clubs. And remember, sell it as your district. Not my district, is our district. This is our district goal for this year. So that's the way for you to make sure they're informed about it. BP Mark?
Thank you. I just wanted to mention something. Recent experience on a visitation, and I won't name where. Meeting with the district governor and the incoming DG, the district governor-elect, and the separate discussions. The district governor-elect had 3 clubs ready to go, right? Would not even consider giving them to the district governor to get to see the numbers improve in that person's year, because they were very possessive of that. They wanted to be able to shine coming out of the gate. And my question to that incoming governor was, if you can start 3 clubs now, what's stopping you from starting 3 more during your year as district governor? Share that benefit, share the positivity, give your district some momentum, some encouragement that this can be done. But this person wanted nothing to do with that. So we have to be aware of these challenges that are going on, these dynamics that are going on in every district. We have to realize we are all on the same team, that we're all striving for the same goals, and that we all need to help each other to succeed. So I don't want to hear that when my travels. I don't want to have these personal issues going on between leaders, and one wants to do something that's detracting from the other success. That's not who we are as Lions. So if you come across those situations, and I sure hope you don't, we want to know about them because we need to address them as a team and get that turned around real fast. No one should be holding on to members waiting for a year or 2 years down the road saying, I've got a plan, but I don't want to put it into place for another 2 years. Doesn't work. We have to take these action steps now.
And keep in mind, as VDG, your job is with your district for that year. It's not planned for another year. It's not your year, as Winster just said in IVP Mark. It's the district's year, and you do what you do to make your district better. So Sherry has a hand up there, Winster.
Go ahead, Sherry.
Mine is related to Leo's. Are there areas that I can look for to help the Leo clubs in reporting service? And then second to that, are we able to get the advisors access to report the service for their Leos?
Are they Lions?
Oh, yes. I mean, the Leo advisors are all Lions, but is there a resource available that I can help them with?
Let me see what I can help you. I did something really quick that I'm going to post in the chat. It was something very quick that I put together for somebody that asked me in my district about Leos and access. So let me know if that works for you. If not, we can just create a step-by-step really quick on how to access. You need to select that you are the Leo advisor, whoever is the Leo advisor, and you can see the PDF that I just uploaded to show you how to do it, and then you will be able to see the reports for the Leo clubs.
Okay.
Your district and multiple district GSTs can enter service for any club, Lion or Leo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful because I'll be coming in as the district GST chair.
Yes, you can help.
So I could do that. And then are we going to have co-advisors? Is that something? I know we've brought that up in the past, but are there going to be access to have two?
I believe so, but you will need to reach out to the Leo department because they will need to add those manually.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And just something about district goals again. Back in my day, they used to be called district governors goal. So people believe that there's my goals, nobody else's. And that was great when they changed the name to district goals, because again, they're not my goals. I can be the person creating the goals and putting into place system to achieve those goals. But those goals are for the whole district. And that's why we need to, again, district governors now, DGEs, first, second BDGs, you need to be working together into creating those goals, because those goals are not done just for 1 year. It need to be succession. You need to be keeping those goals and see what's working, what's not working, how we're gonna be able to modify and make them better. It's a teamwork. Everybody should have input on your leadership into those goals, because again, the district governor won't be able to do it by themselves. They need help. They need their team to support and help. Any other questions?
Did we want to mention we wanted to try and schedule some service around our area, and we wanted to, I mean, not service, some training. So, Winston and I are hoping to get some trainings out there. What we can do for training is mostly up to what you guys need and want, but some of the things we are looking at is, trying to help you out with the roles of the various members on the GAT. So global membership, global service, global leadership, the new global extension position, also anything that you need with some of the trainings we did before, as far as like a SWOT analysis, if you need some support for that, how one is done, how to do, if you want to do one and get clubs there and do it together with clubs at tables, or to accomplish that in your district. But any sort of training that you're looking for, to help you in what it is you need, please do reach out, because we would like to get a training schedule, which is another reason Winston was talking about getting the calendar in place so that we can look at where we can, when and where we can create some of these trainings. But we're certainly open to suggestions if you're having difficulty getting some of even your officer trainings, or whatever trainings you need for your leadership, for your membership, for your service. If you're looking for service ideas, anything related to the GAT, we can get you information, resources, and create some form of training for you.
Yep. And again, the information is needed on our end because we are here to help you. Let's say you have an idea for an amazing training, and probably we can share with the whole area, and whoever wanted to attend can attend, and we might be able to get funding for you to even make it even better. So if we don't have that information, we won't be able to help you and support you. And that's why we need as much information as we can get in order for us to create a very cohesive calendar for next year. So everybody should be able to participate in all the trainings that we have in mind to be planned. Any other questions, comments?
Yeah, I
Yes.
just want to say that this year, as being first vice, everything that, I'm not going to say I've made a lot of mistakes, but I have made mistakes, and I've been trying to pass it on to my second vice and my incoming second vice so that they don't make those mistakes as they come up the line. And is there anything wrong with having assistants to all your cabinet officers if they can't make it? I mean, I feel that you're mentoring somebody that can come in and step into that position at some point.
Your club, your way, your district, your way. You can have assistants, you can have people to help out. I mean, that's the only way, again, to keep forming new leadership. If you don't have new leadership, where are we going to? So if you need to appoint assistant cabinet secretary, why not? If it's working for your district, we won't say no to you. So whatever works for your district, work for us too.
The more mentoring and bringing up you do, the more, the longer the line of succession you're creating, because its chances are good those members will then move into other positions too. So.
And remember, Charlotte, now that you're going to be visiting also clubs, one of your duties is to also be looking out for new leadership, always, 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 always. You need to be looking out for that person that was very vocal in that club meeting, that person that have that spark that you think that might be helpful for you, not for you because you already got your leadership in place, but for the first vice district governor. Those are the things that we always have to be on the lookout. We always said that, oh, nobody want to do anything, nobody want to take any leadership position. Why? Because we're not looking into the right thing. You need to look into those members that are eager to do things that might be in the background in the club because probably the club doesn't want to let them do anything. But you have to be looking also, keep your eye open and look into those key people and mention it to the club. You might have your new club president sitting in the back chair there. Just keep an eye on him or her, etc. So you always have to be lookout as a district governor, first BDG and second BDG for those new leadership coming in. Anybody else?
You want to look at it too to fill your, if you're doing an emerging leaders, emerging
Training.
Lion Leader Institute or Regional Lion Leader Institute, you want your clubs, your zone chairs, you yourself on your visits, your vice governors, you want them all gathering names to contribute, because the bigger the pool, the more likelihood to get somebody up. And you don't have to say, I want you to be a leader, because that does scare some people.
Yeah.
But if you say, I'd like to have you come to this session on and learn a little bit more, especially in the Emerging Lions Leadership Institute, because it's still part orientation, part learning, part, it's the earliest. It's when you grab them. And there's such energy around those institutes if they're done right, and it really brings them in. So get them early too.
And you might be somebody like me that when the district governor came to visit our club, I went to the guy, the district governor back then. I say, hey, are you looking for a sun chair for next year? Me being me, but
I was the one
you never
hiding
know.
in the
Yeah,
back, so
yeah.
we're like polar opposites.
But you always have to be prepared for that. So I mean that's the only way that we're gonna continue to grow as an organization. We
Mhm.
need to a great leader is always looking for his replacement.
That's right.
That's
You
true.
cannot expect to be in the position for too many years because it
Mhm.
doesn't work out. Anybody else? I'm looking for my replacement soon. Anybody else? Question, comments? Okay, what? Oh, it's 8:01. I always try
Ooh,
to keep our meetings
minute
to an
over.
hour. No, we started late, so we still have a few more
Oh.
minutes.
Yes.
We had
We
to get out
started,
of that other meeting
yeah,
first.
yeah, we started a few minutes late. But any final words from anyone, please unmute. And if not, I would like to thank you all for being here. I know that this meeting, Hillary, you want to say something? I'm sorry. I saw the mic moving.
Hillary, speak? Really, Woody?
I saw you unmute and then mute again. So go ahead.
It is unusual. I will say thank you both. You've been very, very active this year. We've leaned on you. We've laughed with you. We've cried with you all year, and you've been terrific. You've been great GAT area leaders, both of you. Thank you so much. We very much appreciate it. I know I've got 3 or 4 of Group 35 here, and I know they appreciate it as well.
Thank you.
And you
Thank-
guys should know we've been singing your praises about the discussions that happen in these meetings and the
Yep.
depth of the attendees in these meetings
Mhm.
and our hopes for succession in each of your areas. So
Yep.
we're very proud of all of you and, you know, more of you that have been here too. So know that if your ears were ringing, it was good.
Yep. So again, thank you all for coming. Let's finish the year strong and let's start getting ready to start fiscal year 24-25 even stronger. Thank you again to all. And again, anything that you need, you got emails to all of us. You have
Mhm.
contact information. Please don't hesitate to reach out because if we don't know what you need, we won't be able to help.
That's true.
Okay, and
If we don't know it, we can find it.
exactly. Okay, so good evening. I mean, good night, everybody, and
Good
see
night.
you around.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Right.